Hello, everyone. Welcome to my first ever affiliate stream. I wanted to say thank you to everybody for helping me out with that. As you can see, I've put together a very cheap and cheerful little introduction area. So the idea here is obviously, like, I wanted to Also, my camera isn't working. Hang on 1 second. Should be this one. Hey, Red. That's fine. You can lurk. That's all good. Lurk away. Can't figure out why my camera isn't working right now. Very odd. But alright, that's fine. We'll do a camless stream today, which honestly I'm fine with. So, welcome to the Swordsmiths again. We are going to be working on getting as much of our economy back in shape. So as you can see here, we actually have a wagon out here that's hauling stuff inside. But we already have, as you can see here, traders in the fort. So my plan today is we get as prepped as possible for what will probably be a very busy couple months in Dwarf Fortress. Which, obviously we have a little announcement down here in the corner that'll pop up when that trader is ready to trade. But once that's ready to go, we will get right on it. That's lignite, that's coal. We'll dig that out. Boom. And as you can see, we're building a few more trade posts over here. Just so that way, you know, the traders that come in, I don't know if it's a case of we're going to get just line after line after line of thing coming in, because we've got a bunch of new stuff. So I appreciate that. We've got a bunch of stuff to do here. That's like night as well. So yeah, I will basically what I'm planning to do is got another caravan. So that's the third caravan we've got this month. Which is cool. So my plan, just to let everyone know, with the fact that I now have affiliate status, I can officially run ads and stuff on this stream and make a little bit of money. My plan, essentially, is to how much is their bars worth? Oh, I'll take them. Take all your flasks. Take your ale. Ooh, people are screaming. So we're just gonna take some stuff here. We're gonna take some toys and stuff like that, because it's never a bad idea to have a few extra. We can make our own, but it doesn't really matter. Did they bring any interesting? They brought a drake, boar, a horse, a dog, a llama, a goose, a ram, boar, a drake, water buffalo, bull, mule. So essentially every hour when I can, I'm going to run a 3-minute ad, so that way there's no pre-rolls for people who want to join the stream. So it makes it as nice and simple as I possibly can make it. Keeps everybody happy, I guess, would be the way to put it. Well, it's not necessarily that it keeps everyone happy. At the very least, it means that, you know, I don't know why we're buying pickaxes. We have a bunch of them. We can make as many as we want, really. We'll buy your leather armor, though, and your coats and cloaks and tunics. All your clothes, I guess. But it essentially means that from now on, at the start of every stream, I will have that preparing. I'll have that stream. What's it called? Stream starting screen, and I will run a 3-minute ad. That means you will get an hour of people not having to worry about an ad getting in the way of them joining the stream. Which personally is what I would like to happen. I don't like the idea of people wanting to join the stream and being told, no, you can't, because of the fact that there is an ad being run. And ads, I hate ads personally, which is why I want to run as many as possible. I want to run the big ads, so that way, run the ad, 60 minutes of 60 minutes of no ads for anyone, and then we can keep moving on from there, which I think is the best way to do it. However, if anyone has anything they'd like to add to that, please feel free to do so. Right, we're just going to buy a bunch of this stuff here. Black sand. Buy everything in that bin, because it's a bunch of cheap cloth. Buy everything in this bin, it's a bunch of cheap cloth. Everything in that bin, it's a bunch of cheap cloth. Everything in that bin. Won't buy any bowls, won't buy any crowns or earrings or bracelets or large gems. Doing any of your anvils. Meat's not too expensive, your fish. Doing any of your plants. We'll take all your leaves and fruit though. Do you want to take any thread? I think we have enough thread. Take your trousers. We'll take some backpacks, I guess, and some quivers. And your cheese. Let's see what else is in here. Oh, they have sheets. Yeah, we'll take all your sheets. So that's 29,000. So all the coins. That actually puts them in the profit. We have a lot of them, it seems. Yeah, we have a lot of them. I want to keep one of the Electrum. The Electrum's worth a lot more. I might move over to Electrum. And one of the billion. Just so that way we have some of it. Also, we can't technically sell bins. So we gotta sell stuff in the bins. See, this is people tell me to sell this stuff that's like worn down, but it's not worth selling. It's too much work to like click through all this and sell all this crap that's like, you know, just not worth it. Weapons, we'll say this copper warhammer, we'll say the steel spear, the iron spear, a bunch of iron spears, steel short sword, the steel mace, a steel short sword. Looking to sell a bunch of stuff here. Oh, he's already in the profit. Don't need to sell any more stuff then. So we're going to trade. And then as a gift, we're going to give them, not coins. I'm going to give them a steel breastplate, a steel shield, a steel helm as a gift. That's all the trading from here. Now I am curious where the other traders are going to go, because we technically have 3 caravans on the way in, and there's another one coming in right now. What's going to happen here, I wonder? Are these guys just going to wait for the first guys to leave? Oh no, they're waiting. So if I click on this, request my broker. Keeps the Amazon overlords happy? Kind of. Ah, I see, so I can click. So this guy we've already traded with this guy. So then if I go over and trade with this guy. No. This guy? Yes. So everyone will unload here. That's convenient. Okay. And we can keep everything there. I will, however, keep these guys here just because I think it... honestly, I think I might move stuff over there. Just because this feels a little bit more like, okay, we're going to immediately come in and turn here and get a bunch of things. But I will make this one wider. Oh no, wait. pause. We don't want to dig all that out. Because if we do, it will get rid of this ramp, which means people can't leave. You're stunned. What happened to you? Merchants have arrived and unloading their goods. Looks good. Right, nothing there of note. Good stuff. Oh, there's more lignite there. Dig that out, though. Yeah, so it's good to have that little update in the corner. It'll tell me when people are actually ready to trade. Because, like, Amazon will... Twitch, now that I'm a monetized channel, will essentially force me to run ads. Every hour, I think, if I turn it on. Or what I can do is, like, every 60 minutes. So, at around 5:25, 5:20, I'm going to basically pause the stream, move over to our Be Right Back screen, run a 3-minute ad. I'm going to go refill my water and, you know, stand up and all that. So it keeps, you know, it keeps me happy, it keeps Twitch happy, and it pays me pennies, but hey, not like it really matters. Okay. So, people are hitting the ball around outside, and that's what the bang was that you just heard it hit my window. Okay. So what we also want to do is we want to go down to here. This all dug out? Yeah, it's all dug out. This is all dug out in its entirety. These are all gold nuggets. These are garnerite, chromite, native gold, garnerite, native platinum. Perfect. That's what we want. Dig out all that native platinum that we can find because we need more of it. You got this purple spinels as well. Not nearly as much on this level as I thought there'd be, which is a bit disappointing. Then again, I probably shouldn't say too much given the fact that we have so much iron on the upper floors, but hey. What I might need to do is, let's say around level 60. Let's do level 60. What's on this level? Tetrahedrite, okay. Just gonna pause for a minute. And we're going to start digging out. I'm gonna dig out our little sort of exploratory square. So how wide is that? 14. We can do 14. We can do 11, I think, that would be what that is. Because then we do 3. We go over to there. Yep. Perfect. This is entirely because I want to find more useful metals. That should be right. Looks right. Yeah. Perfect. There is tetrahedrite here, which I believe is copper and silver. So that will work. And what I'm also going to do is I'm going to put an order for electrum bars. Using ore. What we're going to do is we're going to make 25 electrum bars, and we're going to use that as like our electrum is an alloy of silver and gold, so it makes really good coins. Right, in this case, can we trade with these guys? No, he's happy. Can we trade with these guys? They're not done yet. So this is actually accurate. That's good to know. There are so many traders here. Alright, here's what I can do. You guys, the broker I'm going to let go for a bit until I see this update. I'll be able to see it. And if I don't see it, you guys can yell at me or whatever. Ilmenite. I think that's just a stone. I think. Yeah, it's just a rock. Gabbro. Yeah, silver and copper. Good stuff. Lots of tetrahedrite around here. And hematite. More iron. Tanzanite. That's a gem, I think. Yeah. Okay, you guys. You're being swapped out. Because you guys have been training for a very long time. We're going to exclude our squads. Exclude... Well, you can include officials. It doesn't really matter. Exclude. Exclude. Also, hate combat doesn't really matter here, I don't think. Given that it is going to be essentially just for training purposes. As long as you're not a legendary person who we need to worry a lot about, having you in here basically means that we can not worry about it. So those guys can go back on duty. These guys, these guys, these guys, and these guys, however, we will put the Misty Granite Irons and the Sweltering Tours back on full-time training. Since I started doing that, less and less dwarves are peeved. So that's good. That's worked as intended. Probably should have tested the camera before I started recording today. Well, not recording, before I started streaming today, but here we are. Oh, that's right. I wanted to show you guys something as well. If I go up here, I have put together an atom smasher up here. As you can see, there's quite a few items in here at the moment, and more stuff being added. Eventually, I will lock this door. Because I can't lock this one because there is some bauxite in it. But I will lock that door, flip a switch. This will destroy everything in these blocks. And what that does, it actually helps the game's FPS because there's less things on the map being rendered and less things on the map being worked on and less things on the map being done. 2 traders are ready to trade. Perfect. Okay, so a second trader is now ready to trade. We can request a broker. I should see him there. Someone in the hood. Let's see. No. Where is he? He's pen pasturing an animal right now, so he's going to come down from the... somewhere. Right, he's on the way now. There he is. That's him right there. Yep. He's very happy with trading, so that's one of the guys we traded with already. Let us trade. This guy brought some bars with him, but not a lot of them, so we're going to buy all of them, I think. Just because we can. Cut gems we don't care about, blocks we don't care about, rough gems we don't care about, chains we don't care about. We'll buy your flasks. We'll buy your ear. We'll buy your lore bombs, your oranges, your pistons, your puzzle boxes, your toy boats, your toy hammers, your toy axes, your mini forges. Did you bring anything interesting? Yak cow, rooster, yak bull, llama. Nope, that's fine then. Didn't bring anything interesting. Not worried about it. Did you bring anything here? No, these are barrels, so these might have rum and stuff in them. Dwarven rum. Dwarven beer. Dwarven ale. Dwarven beer. Dwarven rum. Dwarven wine. Dwarven wine. Dwarven wine. Dwarven ale. Dwarven wine. And that will do for that, more or less, I believe. Buckets are the same. Battle axes, warhammers, short swords, spears, maces, crossbows, picks, training axes, training swords, training spears. No, no. Well, we'll buy your clothes. The clothes are nice to have because it means that we don't have to worry about it as much. The high boots are armor. The socks are definitely needed. The shields are fine. The bucklers are fine. The helms, the caps. The caps are metal. Hoods we can take. Help people keep out of the rain. The gloves we'll take. The mittens we'll take. Cave wheat, pigtail, sweet pods, sweet pods. Dwarven sugar. Black sand. Plump helmet spawn. Excuse me. Just doing the basic stuff here, really. Need to open up my other screen here. Hang on 1 second. There we go. Better. Do we need rock nut seeds? Yeah, I guess so. Well, actually, this is rock nuts. Don't need to worry about that. Pigtail seeds. Sweet pod seeds. And that'll do, I think. That's enough. But I guess Chiller's suggestion of going around and basically asking for surrender from other civilizations has helped, because we would usually only get one caravan from the dwarves a year, but now we actually get more than that. Lots of anvils. We'll take all your meat as well, all your fish, all your leaves and fruit, all your leaves and fruit, all your leaves and fruit. No thread, trousers, backpacks, and we're not worried about anything else here, I don't think. Oh, cheese. Your splints, your crutches, we aren't worried about. I'll take your step ladder. Why not? Looking at what else is here, just needs to be pieces of stuff. Oh, we'll take all your sheets as well. So that's 25,000. So we gotta click all these coins. Coin. Oh, that's the wrong good. Coin. I want to keep all those. So now if I control click, no. I'm trying to remember how to do this. Oh, that's how you do it. So you shift click between there and there. So now if I just highlight a bunch of these coins, that'll do. And now steel. Give him some steel high boots. We'll give him some steel spears. Some steel shields. Some steel short swords. Some more steel short swords. Some steel mail shirts. And then iron. I'll give you all these iron helms, these spears. Mail shirts. So the one thing we do have to remember is that we can't give them greaves. We'll give you these iron crossbows as well. This iron breastplate, these iron spears, this iron mail shirt. And then we want some Oh, we got a bunch of stuff here, so let's go with these steel short swords, these steel spears. Some more steel breastplates, some steel helms. Oh, we're not quite at profitability yet. Oh, there we go. How far back can we go there? Is it another 15,000 we gotta give him? No, a little bit less than that. Right, that should do. And then we shall give you some... Give you a steel shield. Some steel chain leggings, a steel shield. A silver warhammer. And we need a breastplate or something, or a mail shirt to give as a gift. A steel mail shirt. Oh, we can't offer these as gifts. Okay, that's fine. Migrants have arrived. We're about to hit 200, maybe, I think. Or maybe that was all of them. We only had one. Or two, I think. So let's just check here. DF sign. Domesticated. Grazers only. You guys are wild and trainable. So no one brought any pets with them. That's okay. So we just done a pretty big trade there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move some more goods. Not that way. We're going to move goods. We're going to grab gem boxes. And we're also going to see if there's any more armor boxes around. Yes, there's this one. And weapon bins. That one. This is a lot of trading. We're sort of... we've created 3.5 million dwarf box worth of value. And we're starting to like get the exported wealth up a bit higher, because remember, we're selling to them, and on top of that, it's being sold, and it's also probably making them profit too. So it counts as like a double whammy, I guess. Just level that room out, just because it looks weird otherwise. Now this does mean there's going to be a bunch of move jobs around right now, which does kind of slow us down a bit when it comes to other things, but hey, that's fine. What do you guys think of the no camera option? I usually don't do no camera, but if it's something, I might do it in the future just because it's nice to have the ability to kind of turn off the camera and just be like, oh, I don't feel great today, or I want to go do something else directly after this, so I don't need to worry about, you know, looking too good. And that's mostly because directly after this, again, as usual, I will be going straight to the gym. We'll buy all your bars. What about your gems, or your rough gems, or your stone, or your chains, or your flasks? With you, we'll be a little bit more stringent with our trading. We're not really too worried about things that way. I will buy those, because those are drums, and there's not actually that many of them. Yeah, that's fair, Red. It is nice to see faces when I see something weird go on, and I can emote a lot easier, I guess. But it is nice to have it off for a while and just be like, yeah, I don't need to worry about, you know, anything really. Don't need any pickaxes or training weapons. Don't need steel breastplates. Don't need any leather armor really. I will buy your coats, your togas, your dresses, your shoes. A lot of this is just... Hang on, how expensive is that? It's a pigtail sock and it's 500? No, thank you. Grab these hoods, though. The gloves. Not worried about the mittens. We'll do the same here. We'll buy all the items in here. Not worried about bolts because we have like stupid amounts of iron bolts lying around. Not worried about anvils. We have a bunch of those. We'll buy your meat. Buy your fish. Buy your leaves and fruit. We will, however, buy all your thread. Trade discs, cheese, and where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Altars. Oh, dice. We'll buy it. We'll buy your dice. Why not? Shiny math rock, make brain happy. Sheets. So 15,000. So DFAC trading UI, coin on the fort. So we only have that many and that to trade coin-wise, but that's fine. We then want to trade steel. Give you steel. We'll give you all of this because this doesn't include anything we can't sell. It looks like. Yep. Oh, that's way too much. No. We'll do something like that, I guess. We'll get rid of don't sell too many things, because if you sell too many things, you might end up in a situation where you're like, oh, I need to arm and armor my fort really quickly, and you won't have enough for it. So now we want some iron. Grab all those spears. We'll grab these tiger irons, because they're not very expensive. Grab these mail shirts and the helm and the cap. And then we'll go over to... We'll grab, like, no. Too many. We'll grab bam and bam and bam. That's enough. And we'll trade. And now we will take our broker away. So we just got 3 caravans. Gym will be warm today. The weather's like ours. It's not super warm here today. Well, actually, I say that. And it's 17 degrees out, which is the warmest we've had probably in a very long time. So you are correct. But hey, we'll be going. I'll be going a lot later, and the sun will be mostly down by then. And you know, it's not like I'm only going to stream for an hour and then go to the gym. I plan on streaming for maybe 2 or 3 hours today, so I can get some of that done. You're in the 20s? That's fair. Also, to be fair, Red, you're in the middle of the UK. I'm on the island next to it, which usually means it's colder where I live. Because that's just how geography works, I guess. What's that? Oh, touch your heat right. It's usually colder here. It's usually colder here than it is in your part of the UK. Much like how it's almost always warmer in Midge's section of the UK than it is in yours, because he's on the south coast. Colder and wetter? Yeah, usually. Though I'm in the sunniest part of Ireland, which isn't saying much, but it is really pretty. Red has seen pictures. It's very pretty here when it's sunny out. Boom, boom, boom. Music's a bit of a vibe, actually. It's quite nice. Right. Here's what I'm gonna do now. How emerald-like is it? Mr. Froomp, when it comes to the summer and it's like actively nice out, proper emerald. Like I could walk out of my house, walk up my nearby hill, and like there are spatterings of houses about, obviously, because I don't live in like the middle of nowhere. But it's still emerald enough that most people would be like, oh, this is like, most people who live in a city of any kind in, like, let's say America, who've never seen anything this green, it would definitely be more emerald than you would think it is. So now if I pull that lever and then go back up, I want to get rid of as many items as I can, and you can see here there is a bunch of items in here. So what's going to happen now is this bridge is going, that lever is going to get pulled, this bridge is going to come down, it's going to destroy all those items, which gets them off the map, which means my processor doesn't have to render them anymore. And the game doesn't have to, like, keep track of them anymore. There we go. You live in Maine? Yeah. I've been to DC. Now, it was in February, so it's not quite the same. But it's very similar to there than it is here at points in the year, sort of similar to how the West Coast is. Like West Coast, what's it called? What's the word I'm looking for here? My brain. Oregon. Like Oregon and all that sort of area, very similar to here because it's temperate rainforest. Though I will admit, I do. It does annoy me when I hear Texans, like, because I have a few friends who live in Texas and the southern half of the states, and they're like, "Oh, you guys are in 25-degree Celsius. Where I live, it's like 40," and I'm like, "Yeah, but you have these things called air conditioners, because that's not really a thing in Ireland or in the UK or in Europe in general." You don't have very many like places that would have a built-in air conditioner that isn't like an office space, or at the very minimum, you know, you wouldn't really have air conditioning in this country. It gets cold and wet here, so all of the buildings are designed to keep heat in. So, you know, it doesn't really work the same way. Well, it's getting to the point now, thanks to global warming, thanks to climate change, that it won't be long until it's the same here. Because when I used to work in a small little confined office, where there was machines running all the time. I used to work in a laboratory, and when I worked there, we had a big heat wave. And heat wave, when I say heat wave, it was like 36 degrees outside, which is really hot. Hang on, let me do a quick Google. Celsius to Fahrenheit. 36. That's about 96 Fahrenheit, which is really, really hot for me. And I was in this small little office space, and I had no air conditioning, and the machines were going constantly, and there's a heated thing in the corner that's always on. It got so hot that the machines turned off. Like, the machines had like a moment where they all went, "Know what? We've done our work for the day. We're finished." And they all turned off because they all overheated. And I just had to go, okay, that's fine, I guess. So I just had to shrug and go, okay, I guess I'm taking my lunch break now, so that way it's less hot when I come back. But I remember that I was so hot during that summer. Because, like, outside it was 36 degrees. Inside that space, it was like 42 or 43 degrees Celsius, which is really goddamn hot. I was in there in a black uniform because I had to wear a uniform. Now, it was short-sleeved, and, like, it was a polo shirt, so I could open up the buttons and, like, breathe a little bit. And I had the door open, So it was like kind of circulating a little bit, but not really. There was no air conditioners in the back of that store, so I was screwed. And what I used to do was, I had 2 bottles of water, two big 2-liter bottles of water, and I used to leave one in the fridge in the morning. I'd fill them both up before I left work, and I'd leave them both in the fridge. I'd take one out of the fridge, and then at lunch break, I'd usually take the other one out and refill the first one, so that way they'd be cold by the time I went for them again. But it was a nightmare. I hated it. Hated it so much. It was frustrating as all hell. Thank God I don't have to do that anymore. Though last summer, I was in this room, and we were playing component cast stuff, and I was sitting here, and I was dying. It was no fun at all. Like, I mean this in the most, like, sincere way. I'm not looking forward to what it'll be like in the summer here, because it's 17 right now, I think. 17 or 18 degrees Celsius in this room. I have both my windows open. So, you know, hopefully in the winter, sorry, hopefully in the summer, it won't be as bad. But, like, if it's like 25 degrees outside, it'll be 30 in here because my PC is constantly going. I have, you know, I use it for work and I have to have it turned on all the time. So what I'll probably end up doing is, like, after I'm done here today, I'll probably turn off my PC, which I usually only do at night. But it's a nightmare at times. What are those doing there? Splattered with hungry head blood. Also, mint Electrum coins. I am I am very glad that that's no longer my work of choice, because I wouldn't like to be in that space. When I was about 3 years ago, before I left one position to go to another because I got offered I got offered a better role, with slightly better money as well, which definitely helps. But essentially, I got this role, right, and I was the old place I was in had the same lab, but it had an air conditioner in it. And, like, I swear to God, there was nothing quite like, you know, stepping off the street in the town that I used to work in. Because, like, you know, you'd go out to get food, or you go out to get something or whatever else. You know, you have to go do a bit of shopping in the middle of the day or whatever, pick up stuff from town. And you'd come back and the lab would actually be livable. Like, you'd be able to walk into it and be like, oh, I don't feel like I'm about to keel over in here because it's so damn hot. Also, if you've seen any of my other streams, you know I'm white as hell. Like, you've seen my profile picture. Hey, Chiller. Welcome. How you doing, buddy? We were just talking about how I hated my existence while working in the lab in 99, 100 degree Fahrenheit weather. Making some coffee. That's my boy right there. Coffee, drink of gods, that stuff. That's why you moved to the coolest spot in the US. Oh, are you in Alaska? Isn't that's the coldest spot, I believe, right, in the US? I think. I could be wrong. When you almost died that time? Correct. Coffee and plump helmet wine. That sounds like every single dwarves morning. You know, like, you know how they say we Irish a coffee by putting some Jameson in it, or Bailey's, whichever one you prefer. Now it's like you dwarf a coffee by putting a bit of dwarven wine in there. Alaska is the cool, but the coolest in the contiguous U.S. is northern Maine. That makes sense. You're essentially in like Newfoundland, right? Like the Canadian Newfoundland. What's it called? What's that song again? Christ. Halifax. You're near like Halifax in that sort of area, right? Gotta get you a leprechaun mod, maybe. Yeah, close to Halifax. Yeah, that's fair. See, I don't know if I could deal with that kind of cold because it's like it's a wet cold. You know what I mean? Like how we have all sort of come to the conclusion that dry heat is better than wet heat, and dry cold is better than wet cold. So if I was to be like, oh, I gotta move somewhere, I'm like, all right, where's somewhere that's dry cold? I think Sweden would probably be the closest place that I know that would be like dry cold because it's on an inland sea. And like Norway is kind of wet cold because it's on the ocean. So, I don't know. That would be my sort of thing there. Oh, wow. It's 5 FPS. Let me just pause there for a second. FPS. Auto dump. Clean. What else is it? Fast Dwarf. Winters and springs can be brutal there. Yeah, I'd imagine so. I have a friend who was born in Boston. Obviously, that's not, you know, northern Maine. And I've obviously been to DC, but DC is, like, more than livable, to be honest. Oh, man, we're grinding to a halt FPS-wise. Fast Dwarf. I want to try and fix this. Fast Dwarf. DF. Hack Fast Dwarf. There we go. Fast Dwarf 1. 1 and then 1. There we go. Yeah. That's fixed it. Sort of. That's good. Oh, the phone call's productive, Loop. Facing some FPS issues. Yeah, I'm kind of seeing my FPS dip. It's in the bottom left-hand corner of your screen. Right down here. Just beside my Justice menu here. It's dropping down to... It dropped down to like 5 there. Yeah. Yeah, I think the biggest issue we have is a combination of the fact that we have so many animals and the fact that there is still a bunch of stuff being dumped. Like, there's a bunch of stuff that still needs to get dumped from the fortress. It has improved my FPS a bit, I will say. But we also have so many animals that I'm sort of half tempted to be like, alright guys, we need to like get rid of a bunch of these animals. Because I think, if I remember correctly, how FPS calcs usually work in this game is that the more things you have, the worse it gets. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to butcher anything here that I can, I think. Oh, you're a rooster. You're a tame rooster, and you're a pet. We can't do that. You're a pet ram. Auto dump destroy. Let's try that. Auto dump. So it will be auto dump destroy. Let me read that again. Auto dump destroy. Ah, stop it. It dumps items that are being dumped into a dump zone and then erases them. So it's essentially a atom smasher without having to build a bridge and flip it and all that sort of stuff, right? That's more or less what that is. It's an atom smasher without having to worry about the actual building of the atom smasher. Which, you know, as you can see with all the bones we have, it probably wouldn't be a terrible idea to run that. Destroy. Oh, there we go. So that would be Control Y. Now, the thing about destroying all items on the Z level is that it means that, you know, all of this stuff would be destroyed. Which isn't exactly what I'm looking for. But that might have helped the FPS a bit. A little. Auto dump. That clears out a decent amount of items really quickly. I see. So, let's see here now. Well, I guess the problem might be this. It might be the fact that there are, like, tons of items and, like, you know, mined out rocks that haven't been moved places that are just sitting there taking up my FPS, I suppose. So what I can do is do something like this with all these, like, clay rocks, because I'm not worried about those. And destroy them. I mean, hey, if it helps with the FPS, it's worth it, really. And it's not like we, you know, don't have a lot of stuff already around in the caves. Yeah. Also, to be fair, just destroying the non-economic rock or like the stuff that's on the ground isn't really that big of a deal, because the non-economic rock has such a low priority in movement that it just sort of seems like it's a negative, it's a non-factor more or less, I think. And we have so much non-economic rock stored away that it's not necessarily a big deal. So, you know. And you know, the stuff, like, we have so much crap. Let's see what the FPS is like now. Well. Oh, they spawned in here. Oh, good lord. You guys need to get into the basement all of a sudden. Is that dog gonna die? Doesn't look like it. Nope. How did the dog do? Aw. The doggy did such a good job holding it in place for our dwarves to show up and kill it. Not about movement, it's about the game trying to keep track of where it is on the map and the temp, etc. Yeah, that's fair. I can understand that, because there's definitely, like, you know, when there's less and less stuff on the map, there's less, obviously, to worry about. But obviously there's the issue of other stuff too. But also, I do also suppose that, like, all of these rocks are another, you know, job, essentially, in the to-do list that can probably add FPS locks as well. Which is definitely not helpful. You know, the more stuff that's on the map that has to be tracked, the more annoying it can get for your PC. Obviously, I'm not running a monster machine. Because, like, I know people who have, like, a Threadripper. And, you know, Dwarf Fortress is only so efficient, even when it's running on 64 cores. So. But it looks like the FPS has smoothed it out a bit, which I'm happy with. Also, we've been going for an hour at this point. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run a 3-minute ad break. Please stick around. I'm going to run a 3-minute ad break. We're going to go over to our BRB screen, as you can see here, which I put together real quick. I'm going to run the ad. I'm going to put the music back on. I'm going to go refill my water, go use the bathroom, take a quick bio, and you guys should do the same. Okay, I'm back. So, I hope everyone had a nice little break there. They stretched, did everything you needed to do. So, remember, the idea behind what I just did in running those breaks is that every time I do it, it means that people who want to join the stream, who aren't subscribed, who aren't on whatever else, means that they can basically watch the content and not be spammed with like a starting ad. Those ads can be quite long. Sometimes they can be like 3 or 4 of them back to back to back, which can be quite annoying for people who want to join, and it kind of turns people away. But of course there are other things as well. But hey, this means that at the very least, people who want to join this, can join the stream and not have to worry about, you know, what's it called? Don't have to worry about being stuck in a 3 or 4 minute introduction pre-roll ad where people go, no, I'm not going to watch this because ads are annoying, and I understand that. So yes, that's what's going to be happening. Obviously, it'll probably hurt my numbers a bit because people are gonna. I had 9 viewers. Now I have 4 or 5. So that's fine. I'm willing to take the sacrifice there because I'd rather people not have to suffer through forced pre-roll ads when you're not subscribed to my channel. Because I don't believe you should have to spend money on everything in life. Oh, I can also do a bit of cleaning here. What I probably could have done is I probably could have that does mean at the very least that, you know, hey, people are gonna come and go, and they're gonna decide that, hey, I don't want to watch, you know, 3 minutes of a static image with some music going on, but hey, I'm just doing what I feel is best for my viewers. If you want to watch the stream, great. If you prefer to watch it on VOD, hey, it exists on YouTube. So yeah, it's nice and good for everyone involved. At least I think it is anyway. I prefer the idea of being able to go, yeah, I can run an ad and people don't need to worry about, you know, getting stuck watching my ads. I'm not even getting stuck watching my ads, just getting stuck in a situation where it's like, yeah, so, where's the content? Or whatever else. But I think it's a good idea. I think having doing the 3-minute ad break run every hour or so is best. Maybe it's a thing we can talk about. I don't know. No, toy boat. What else did I want to run up? Oh, we need bags for that, I see. Bag. Make leather bags. Make 25 of them. We have a bunch of leather, so... Strawberry plant roast. Roasting a strawberry plant seems like it would be really difficult. This is good though. So what I'm actually going to do, just want to see here is, so these guys are the same government, it looks like. These guys are the same government. So all those guys are the same government. Is this guy the same government? Yeah. This guy? Yeah. So I just want to see if there's any anyone who I can send stuff to and be like, hey, send me some stuff. Okay. We're gonna want to put everyone back on constant training. Oop, nope. You're on constant training. You're in constant training. And we're gonna want to take you, Copper Flashes, off duty. And I'm also going to want to do this. I want to check all of the equipment and just make sure everyone has equipment. There's been a name bestowed upon an iron shield. Cool. What's the name? Objects. Named items. I think it's this one. Oh, you're one of the, I think you killed a... Yes, you killed a Forgotten Beast. You also got 23 other kills. Which, damn, well done. And now you've named your shield. Cool. I think you also have a named spear, don't you? Yeah, you have a named spear and a shield now. Cool. Also, Chiller, I assume that this probably isn't helping with the FPS either. Given that there is, for lack of a better term, there is a ton of beer barrels. Good stuff, good stuff. Boom, 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 boom. Everything looks good, though. It looks like everything's starting to... Well, not necessarily a lot smoother, but things are moving now, at least. What else is there? Oh, yeah, there's this goodie hut here we wanted to open up. So, we're going to do that now. There's a goodie hut here. I opened up a goodie hut on last stream as well. And there was nothing in it. But I want to do this now. I'm going to wait for everyone to get here first. So, this could be a really, really nasty Forgotten Beast. Or anything in here, really. Nope. Clear. Empty. Right. That's unfortunate. Merchants are leaving soon. Green diamond. Nothing there. More sparring. Okay, let's see if we can find another goodie hut, shall we? Just because I like the idea of opening these things now that we kind of have a way to deal with them. There was one over here, as you can see. There wasn't any here. Finding them is the hardest part now. Just trying to find like 3x3 squares. I know there's one like way over here. Yeah, like here. Yeah, this is one. This here is one, but I don't think we can get to it because it's in water. Unless I built the floor and then channeled it out, but it would. I'd have to figure out. I'd have to basically spawn in magma, I think, all the way around here, so that way nothing would get into it. But I don't think we have any more goodie huts down here. I don't think, unfortunately. I think that was the last one that we can reach, for now, anyway. More merchants are leaving soon. That's okay. If I go down to here, let's see if there's any more goodie huts down here. There was one right here where we like spawned in, or like where we came in here and we dug it out pretty quickly. Wasn't anything in it though. That's a great question, Chiller. If you're still here, is there an easy way to find goodie huts on the map? Other than just looking by eye? Like, is there like a thing to look for, or is it just you gotta hope you can spot it in the like, you know, miasma or whatever you want to call it of Dwarf Fortress? Oh. I think there's one over here somewhere. That's not one. None there. There's one. So yeah, that's probably the easiest way to spot it, is that they usually stand out because they're obsidian. Ruby clusters. Maybe one or two down here, maybe, because it's quite an open space. Not that I can see. There's one. So there's one over here. Where did I see it? That's unfortunate. There's one over there somewhere, and there's one over here on the far end. I think there's more of them down here as well. There's one. There's two. There's three. Rose quartz. If I keep looking around, there should be more of them. There's four. There's five. Unless that's the same one from earlier. No, there's six there as well. So yeah, there's loads of them down here, I suppose, if we wanted to go down into the basement and start cracking them open. But I think those have a much more high likelihood of being very bad. Ooh. The Forgotten Beast, Obi Sylvania Vati, has come. A towering giraffe twisted into humanoid form with external ribs. It has a bloated body. Its periwinkle hair is unkempt. Beware its fire. Oh, baby. Right, it has low stamina. I am, however, very curious. Is there anyone out there? Doesn't look like it. Yeah, we got no one stuck out there at the minute. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna do a quick googly boogly. Dwarf Fortress. Beware its fire. So it's not made of fire. From what I understand, it is... Let's see. Beware its fire. So I think it's fire breath. Okay. So here's what we're gonna do. Military. You've literally just got done dealing with a potential attack. Now there is an attack. So we're gonna move all these bear boys down here. We're gonna have them have a great time. Just waiting for all of them to show up, and then we're gonna open the door here, basically. Also from... Are you wearing your equipment? No, you're not. Ooh, an alert. Are you guys hurt? No, you're healthy. You're just sleeping. Except for you. So you must have gotten to... There must have been some sort of fight around somewhere. That's unfortunate. Right, we're gonna head back down here. Gonna have these dwarves wait here for a moment. Oh, fuck. That's scary. That's a bit spookier than I thought it would be. So, the question is here, do I just let it go? Do I just not engage with it? What do you guys think? Do you guys think I should just leave this one? Are you invested in the lore in this world at all, or are we going to make a new one for the next fort? I haven't really decided yet. The one thing that I don't like about where this fort is placed on the world map is there are no humans on my continent. So you can see here, there's a river here that splits this continent. And if it didn't, it would have meant that we can get to the humans over here. But as of right now, the only things that my particular dwarven thing can interact with is humans and dwarves and elves, and obviously goblins and stuff. Because I think we have some more. No, we basically have like a small spattering of humans over here. And there's like an elven encampment down here in these forests. Can't stand raids past the river? No. This apparently is inaccessible mission location. You can see it there just at the bottom of the text box on the right. So I couldn't say I can't click on it and tell people to go raid stuff. So like right now, as you can see, I'm trying to click. You probably can't hear it, but I'm trying to click right now. And it won't let me, but if I click this guy, it'll let me do it. So dwarves can't cross this ocean. This is technically an ocean from what I understand. As you can see, it says there in the text box, the enjoyable oceans. It's not a river. I think unlike this, which is considered a river, I think. I could be wrong. But essentially I can't cross that, which means that we have no access to humans at all from where we are on this continent up here. So I like this world. I enjoy the world itself. This whole continent is basically human only. I don't think we have any. Yeah, this is just a human continent. So I suppose in a way I could make a new fort and put it like in these mountains, and have it be like a thing, I guess. Because right now there is, there's a few other bits and pieces around, but that's it really. Yeah, I'm just looking at this again. I don't think there's any. No, there's nothing evil, I don't think, on this continent at all. That's wild. This world generated really weirdly. I will say that for sure. At least in that instance. But there's no way for us to get to humans, so I can't, like... Because humans will bring you cool shit. Like, they bring you long swords made of metal and stuff like that. They're really cool. So yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm not going to engage with that Forgotten Beast. Now, I could, I suppose, have my archers deal with them, because the archers are a thing. They exist in that way. But they're not that good at the moment, unfortunately. Right, let me just lock that. I'm going to pull that lever. I'm gonna let it play. So yeah, with I like this world. I really enjoy the sort of thing I've created with this fortress and its lore. But the unfortunate thing sort of is that we don't have a way to interact with humans. If I do make another fort in this world, I think I'll make one on that continent where there's just humans. As like a lone dwarf settlement. Embarked on their journey, leaving soon. Good. Oh, there's a river crocodile. There was a cave crocodile, it looks like. Cave crocodile. No. So here's a question. Will all of this cave burn down? Like, is this cave about to burn down? Are we about to lose all of the trees that we have in this fort? Like, all the trees we have in this cave level because of that Forgotten Beast? Gonna burn down the whole thing. That's kind of annoying. Because this is a lot of wood that, like, well, it's not burning down the spore trunks, it doesn't look like right now. I do have to remind myself, it's not actually wood, it's mushrooms. That's very different. It's not flammable in the same way, I guess. I don't know how mycelium burns compared to wood. That might be a question for someone who has more education on that than me. But it does mean at the very least that it'll stop, like, it won't go any further than, it might stop when it hits here, because this is silt loam. It's been walked on enough that there's no moss there anymore. That's wild. Holy shit. Who are you attacking? Oh, you're attacking Ruther. There's your fire, yeah, and it's just left, I think. No, it's not left, it's gone up. There's more Ruthers around. Is this thing hurt at all? It's seriously injured. It's bleeding, heavily injured. It might die. Blue mushroom tree and cavern tree that has a fixed temp of 0. Is that this? The tunnel tube trunk? That's the only thing I see here that's kind of blue. Oh, there's a case swallow in our thing here. Nether cap. We might have it down here somewhere, but I don't know. Bloodthorn. Nah, doesn't really matter, but that's kind of cool that there's like a tree that's just like, yeah, it's ice cold constantly. Very interesting. Let's see how bad this thing is burning down, shall we? Wow. Ugh. That's not a good time. How are you doing? Oh, you're heavily bleeding and seriously injured. This thing might actually die to its bleeding. Which I guess would be okay. Because it's low stamina and it's not particularly tough. And it doesn't recover very quickly. Is that thing dead yet? No, it's paused. That's why. Phew. Thing's putting up a fight though. It's dead now though. How's this thing going? Seriously injured. You like to make your barrels out of nether caps so your beer is chilled? You know what, that's fair. I can get that. Cool beer is great. I'm not as sure on the idea of chilled wine, though. Someone who actually drinks wine will have to tell me on that one. Who's your family and friends? I like how you don't have any family or friends. If it's white wine, then it's served chilled. Okay, that's fair. I'm not a wine drinker, so I'm just going to refer to your judgment on this one, Chiller, which is hilarious. The irony of that is not lost on me. You and you. Let's take you off constant training and get some more stuff done around the fort, I guess. These guys are all leaving now. Might help with FPS. You actually hate wine, just champagne? Is it champagne or is it actually champagne? Like you know, from the place in France called Champagne, or is it actually just Prosecco? Because, you know, I know people who would be definitely like, yeah, it's not real champagne if it's not actually from the Champagne region of France and all that shit. I'm not that fancy. I don't really care. Well, I say I'm not that fancy. I don't really care about wine. If you were like, here's a fancy bottle of whiskey, I'd be like, oh hell yeah, 100%. That's me. You don't know, you just like the sweet bubbly stuff? Based. Drink what you like, don't drink what people tell you should like. And I say that as someone who unironically enjoys whiskey neat. If you like something because it tastes good, then drink it. You won't see me arguing with people over what they like to drink because it tastes good. I do also enjoy a nice cocktail every now and again as well. Nothing quite like a good pina colada or oh, what's the other one I really like? Christ, what's it called again? My brain has lost all amount of executive function this evening, it seems. The other one gives you a gnarly hangover because of the sugar content, so it's a few times a year at most. That's fair. I don't really get hangovers. I was having a bit of a bad week last week at the end of the week, even though like we had a really good weekend streaming. I ended up hitting the affiliate numbers, and you know I've hit affiliate now and all that, but I had a really bad like week work wise and all that. So on Friday night when I was playing Helldivers with a friend on his stream, I drank like 2/3 of a bottle of Jägermeister, and it was one of the big bottles. It was like the 750ml bottle, and woke up the next day, felt fine. Didn't even get that drunk. Jaeger's 35% alcohol or 70 proof, depending on, you know, which part of the world you're living in. Jaeger doesn't have a massive sugar content either, though, to be fair. It's one of those things where it's like, Still seriously injured. Not bleeding anymore, though. Oh, there's a troll here. This might go very interestingly if these two end up in a fight. I, for one, also love pina coladas and whiskey sours, but I also really enjoy daiquiris, like strawberry daiquiris or blueberry daiquiris. Those are quite nice as well. Especially if the daiquiri comes with like a skewer with some blueberries on it. Oh man, there's nothing quite like some blueberries to get you back in the mood. Troll's bleeding, stunned, winded, unconscious, dead. I thought that would have been more of a fight, to be honest with you. But that's like right outside of our door here. But it's a stone door, so it should be fine. Should be fine. But I do get the gnarly hangover things, though. If you've my partner is a bit of a lightweight, and whenever he's drinking, he doesn't drink. He tried to keep up with me once, and it didn't go well. Just champagne gives you a hangover. I mean, I know people who have very like negative reactions to certain types of alcohol, so that's not all too uncommon. I know people who have really bad reactions to vodka. I'm one of them, so I don't drink the stuff. Who are you? Oh, you're a bard. All right. But you can give me anything else and I'll be fine. I don't like tequila. Tequila tastes bad, so sorry for anyone who I've offended, but tequila tastes awful. If you like it, you're a bad person. Not really. Oh, Jesus. A lot of raw fish there. Right, so we've improved our economy on that one. We've now exported over 150,000 dwarf bucks worth of stuff. We gave out some gifts as well. Alright, we have 3 pissed off dwarves. Let's see why they're pissed off. Just these 3. Why are you pissed off? You have an unmet need to wander, to craft an object to be with family and friends. Okay, you have a spouse. Where is your room? This is your room. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go into here. Add a new burrow. Accept. What are those animals I'm breeding? You mean here? These are giant dingoes. Chiller, you were here when I talked about these. I bought them from like one of the first elven caravans we had, and unfortunately I also had the opportunity to almost buy a giant cougar. Not a breeding pair, but just a single giant cougar. And unfortunately I couldn't buy it because they refused to trade with me. I might have given them something. I might have had something in the selection that they weren't okay with trading with trading to me, but that's what happens sometimes, unfortunately. Oh, this can go away. We don't need that anymore. Instead, I will paint all of that in there. So they're mostly just there because we have them at this point, the giant dingoes. We bought them and I thought, oh, these will be really cool to like combat train or whatever. But they're not combat trainable. They are tame, however, so they're just sort of chilling out up here. What else was there? I think that's it, actually. We don't have any other particularly unique animals, unfortunately. The elves haven't given us anything particularly different. I did, however, want to do a bit more digging. Was it around level 60? Yes. I wanted to see if I could actually figure out if there is a cavern... Not cavern, if there is a magma layer around here. Because we have enough space between cavern 3 and 2 that there could be a magma sea in here. And I'm probably just huffing immense amounts of copium. Like, I mean, just absolutely destroying my lungs with the stuff. But, how badly hurt are you still? Seriously injured? Okay. Other stuff will spawn in this cave, and hopefully something will turn up that will kill it. We'll see. Right, doesn't look like there's anything more there, unfortunately. We're gonna go up here, we're gonna go in here, and we're going to dig out all of the gems. It's because it's starting to feel like we don't have enough of them lying around. And we're going to be training more of them come the next caravan. So it's worth just chopping them out now while we have the time. Oh, more gold. Cool. So yeah, I think if I go through this this way, so between level -14, we'll say, and level negative like 70 something, level 101, there is nothing that I have found. And then obviously I can go down a bit further, and this is our cavern layer, and then I hit here and we have more mining that we've done. But then obviously I've dug out a bunch of space here. This is damp, by the way, which makes me a little bit worried as to what could be there. I think that leads into this, does it? Yes. I think. Yeah, it is. That pillar goes all the way down into the ground, right? Like that goes all the way down. And if I go over here, we have lava in this one, and water as well. But essentially, I was digging out a few levels between the ground, between the second and third cavern, because I think there is a magma sea somewhere. I just don't know where, and it's starting to cause me an undue amount of annoyance. Yeah, that's the circus area. I'm entirely sure that that is the circus area that's at the bottom down there. The only thing is, obviously, I don't really want to be opening up that area quite yet. Even though I'm pretty sure we could. I want to see if we can find the magma lair first. Because I don't... Maybe, Chiller, you'd be the person to ask this. Is the magma lair always after this third cavern, or can it basically be anywhere? Because from what I've gotten here now at the moment, we just don't seem to know. And I dig out a load of stuff, and then there's nothing to find, really. You know what I mean? Like, you know, I've yet to... In all the time that I've played Dwarf Fortress, I have never not found a cavern lair. Sorry, not a magma sea lair. And this is actively driving me insane. Because we have a bunch of coke. We have like 1,300 coke, and we have some charcoal, which is, you know, it's enough to keep us going for now, more or less. But eventually I'll get to a point where I'm like, I don't want to find more bituminous coal to dig out, or more lignite to dig out. I'd like to just have a actual, like, magma smelter thing. But nothing so far. And it's driving me a bit insane, I'm not going to lie. Usually the lava is at or below Cavern 3. So in that instance, it would need to be... like here? 98, say? We'll give it a... we'll fuck around and find out with it, shall we? Ooh. That's going to annoy me. And then 11 this side. I like digging out a little square around the main area, just because it makes it feel a little bit more exploratory, I guess would be the way to put it. Makes it feel a little bit more official. Lots of olivite. Rose quartz. Praises. Okay, nothing of any real note so far. Quick reveal. If I can't find it, like... Honestly, I'd be tempted to at this point, because, like, we have everything else. We've dug out everything else that we need. We have a load of steel and iron. This fort is essentially self-sufficient at this point. I could stop playing this fort at any minute. However, I wanted to do a little bit of, like, war stuff, which I'm going to do now, actually. We're going to raise this, but these guys, and these guys. I'm going to send those guys out and do a bit of killing. We've taken on a few places like that before, and we've won pretty easily. More native platinum. That's good. Dig that out. It was 2 blocks. Then if I go to elevation, where was that? 100. Yes, this one. Still nothing. Okay. Now what's this over here? Oh, that's the area with the thing in it. Oh, there it is. Elevation 115. Oh my god. Look at how close I was to it. Look at how close I missed it. Look at how close I was to it. I was literally less than, what's that, 4 blocks? 1, 2, 3, 4. I was 5 blocks away from it being right there. That's crazy. That's crazy. And for those of you at home in the comments or whatever like that who want to say 4 big candy spires, yeah, here, 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 and here. 4 big ones. They also don't go, well, 2 of them don't go to the top. It looks like this one and this one go into Cavern Layer 3. But everything else, it stops, like down at the magma layer. I genuinely thought there wasn't a magma layer on this map because I had, like, ran into it so many different times. That's crazy, though. This is warm, is it? That's warm. But this is also warm because it's above it, yeah. So this level would probably be the best, or maybe this level. Just trying to figure out what would be the best level to dig stuff out. Yeah, here probably works, right? Oh. Let's do unreveal. There we go. Can't believe I missed it that well. Very good of me, though. So if I just do that, it should basically stop digging out eventually. Because it'll go warm rock. Yep. Dig warm on. So now we know. You only had 2 at most at once? That's interesting. Yeah, I already have the dig worm on, so. Right, so I want to do big old space like that. Maybe a bit bigger even. Because we currently are above the magma layer. So digging out a channel will essentially allow us to do that. Now what I'm going to have to do, actually what we're going to do first is we're going to go up here. We're going to remove this stockpile. And what I will also do... Hell yeah, magma forges. Exactly. Buildings. Effect built. We're going to get rid of all of these... because we have these guys are basically here to run not work orders, to run coal. I'm going to turn a few of them back to normal work orders. Getting adamantine without dying. Yep. I will also for now turn off. Where is it? Where is it? Where's our smelt one? Where are you at? Where are you at? Where are you at? Oh, I'm blind. Yeah, doesn't really matter. I'm essentially just going to leave this as is. Now there's a bunch of blocks and bars here that are made of iron and steel. I'm probably going to move all that down into the basement. We're going to probably going to go over number 6. Yes, just have this be magma forge. We're going to go down, 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 down. No, too far. Now we know, though. Now I'm aware of the fact that there is actually magma on this map, and I was losing my goddamn mind. Because I had no clue where the magma was. And I couldn't find any. So now we know. Now we know that there is magma on this map. Those of you who will say I cheated to find it, I did. But at this point, it just makes sense. Because we have everything else. We have everything else we could ever need to do this. What I might do, forge, or is it make? Make rail. How do you make... Is it in constructions? It is. So what I'm thinking is I might put in a minecart track that goes up. To make it a bit easier. There's also a question of would I rather... Do I want to make my magma forge area down here, or do I want to have this be like our magma gathering area and have our magma be shipped up to the regular fortress? I, for one, think having our magma forge be down here works a lot better. Just as like a thing. Also, we need to put a dig order in for some magnetite, it looks like. It's native silver, galena. What am I worried about? There's loads of it like up here, I believe. Yeah, that's hematite. This is also hematite. Oh, that's lignite. That's fine. You can dig that out as well. We'll just dig out a bunch of stuff. Might as well. So now this is all dug out. So what we should be able to do here is dig a channel. Let's do 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Dig. Anyone else remember the days of old school Dwarf Fortress where if you thanks to the magma forge having and magma smelter having like inaccessible squares, you could essentially cheese it, so that way no magma creatures could get through your forges, so you had no real reason to worry about it. What I have seen people do is they figured out where like all of the magma is, and then they've gone ahead and they've like sealed this up behind them. So what they do is they dig out one of these squares, they see where everything is, and then they dig like down a square, and they'd be like, okay, we're gonna build our magma we're gonna build like a what's it called, like a reservoir of magma. Which, honestly, that sounds like a better idea than what I'm doing right now, so I might just do that. So yeah, once this is dug out, oh, no, wrong. We're just gonna do this. Dig out a single square there. That should get done pretty quickly. Wow, a lot of copper and iron and platinum in there. Ooh. What I will do, actually, is I will make a stockpile down here for bars of metal. Now the hope is that this will get filled up with all the other metals that we have, because we have a bunch of places already that take iron and steel. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to put in iron. This doesn't take iron or pig iron, and it doesn't take steel, because that's what these are for. These are for steel and iron and pig iron. Keeps everything neat and or tidy. Oh, we've had our people return, it looks like. Let's read this report. It's almost time for another ad break as well. Okay. Let's read this. In the late autumn of 58, the Stoked Quakes attacked the hermetic terrors of the Dipped Deceiver at Sturgeville. The Dwarf Mirror Labor led the attack, and the defenders were led by Goblin Kodim Releasehole. Excuse me? In the late autumn of 58, the Dwarf Azuz Mirror Labor matched the Goblin. With a cunning plan, the attackers had a strong positional advantage. In the late autumn of 58, the Goblin Kodim confronted the Dwarf. The Goblin was struck down, so that's good. Ship Trust killed Releasehole. Very nice. Renowned Diamonds attacked the Goblin. Coven Hollow. Eye was smashed, struck down. Lower leg was smashed. Looted treasure. They fled and we destroyed it. And we looted a date palm wood chest, a copper chain leggings, pigtail loincloths, spiked silver ball, copper greaves, green glass, drum, sand pearl wood cabinet, a large rat leather cap, an iron anvil, 2 copper low boots, very nice, a skunk leather trousers, a pigtail shoe, cougar leather water skin, jaguar leather loincloth, hemp socks, grizzly bear leather backpack. Alright, nice. So that's cool. We have destroyed another evil hold, it looks like. Yeah, it's destroyed. So what's in here? What we're going to do actually is we're going to wait for our dwarves to come back so they can heal up essentially and get ready to go back out. Oh, you have bunnies. Very cute. Okay, so while this is going, actually, and this is being dug out, I'm going to go ahead and swap over to our ad screen. Not to our ad screen, but to our I'm going to switch over to our Be Right Back screen. And we're going to put on some more jazz. And we're going to run some ads. Okay, I hope everyone had a good break. I hope everyone got their water refilled and had a good time. So, we have had our square dugout. Yay! So now we know where everything is. Raw adamantine. I want to say it told me it was like over here somewhere. Yeah, it was like here, I think. Yeah. So this square here, I think, is raw adamantine. So what we're gonna do is on this level. I'm thinking something like this. What we do then is we put in a floodgate. Say there. Yeah, that's perfect. Put in a floodgate there. Put in a floodgate there, say. And that will mean then we can flood this area with magma. Which will allow us to let me just check. I need to figure out what metals are magma safe real quick. Dwarf Fortress magma safe metals. Bauxite is, it looks like. As is olivine. Iron is magma safe. So, what I believe I have to do here is I have to go in here. I have to go into, not constructions, machines, fluids, floodgate, hide the planner, because that will ask me to put in specific requests. An iron floodgate. Then once that's installed, we need to go up to, actually no, we'll put the lever like there. That works. We have Olivia and stuff which is safe. So is bauxite. Do we have any bauxite there? Yeah, we have 3 bauxite. So I'm just gonna put a bauxite one there. This is something that I learned watching someone else stream this game. Is if you have a floodgate or something like that that has like magnet, like it's a case of it's a magma safe material, say like olivine. you can essentially forget to put a magma safe material as the mechanism in the floodgate, for example, and that can cause your thing to fail, basically. Also, I probably shouldn't put it there. I should put it a bit further forward, maybe. That should work. So otherwise, essentially, this would be submerged in magma, and the magma would cause it to melt, which would then leave you in a situation where you would have a random floodgate floating around. Which, while it's not necessarily the worst thing in the world, because we have a bunch of them, we have a bunch of iron, doesn't really matter at the end of the day, but it is, however, a good idea to have a way to stop anything coming into the cave. Just in case. Because right now this is open. Magma crabs or anything like that can come in here and they can attack us, and that can go really badly. Once I dig out this square here, this will all flood. And then I'll be able to, well, I've kind of fucked it, haven't I? But what I could do, I guess, is dig it out more this way. And then this would be our smelting area, and down here we would have our stockpile with all of our stone, hematite, limonite, magnetite. And then next to that, we have a bigger stockpile with just economic stone of chalk. And then next to that we would have pig iron bars, and then next to that, which is the biggest one, we would have steel bars. And that would be the general idea. Instructions is inactive, probably because there's other stuff they need to do. Also, I'm curious, has there been many other things added to the atomizer? Oh, this is closed, that's why. That's me forgetting. Which is fine. It happens. It happens. Oh, shit. Damn, I forgot to turn off the auto dig. Well, that can get cancelled now. Instead, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put in a floor here. Well, fuck. I made an oopsie whoopsie. So this is going to flood all of this. Also, I think we lost a dwarf to... Yeah, I think we lost a dwarf to the... magma. It's kind of annoying, to be honest. TBTH, very annoying. Can't believe I made that big of a mistake after trying so hard not to make any. God damn it. So, at the very least, I'm not particularly perturbed about us not being able to go any deeper on this staircase. There's nothing stopping us really from just digging this way and going further down if we want to. Oh, we've lost 2 dwarves, I think, to that. I think the 2 dwarves were over here digging and they both got caught by it. I think we've lost 2 dwarves to that. Yeah, I think we have. That's really bad. Damn. Alright. Here I was trying to be all fancy about it. And making it more fancy has actually just made it even harder for us. So, what we're going to do is we're going to dig out these channels here. So we're going to do one there. Because it doesn't matter, they can get to us now anyway. We might as well just be digging as much of these as we can. And then workshop, magma forge. And we also want magma smelters. Oh, we can also cancel that lever. Workshops. Furnaces. Magma smelter. And that should keep us in the clear for now, I think. Now, that does mean, unfortunately, that there's going to be a lot of wasted magma, but I don't necessarily think that matters too much. If I really wanted to, I could spawn some water in and make some obsidian, but I don't really think that's necessarily a thing right now. What time is it? Look upon my failures. That's unfortunate. That's just how it went. That's just how it went. These sort of things happen. It is, after all, Dwarf Fortress. This is actually filling up pretty quickly. It won't go any higher than here, though. What I might consider doing is doing something like this. And then removing those. And then constructions, floors. And what I think that means is it'll lock away everything below here. Already bringing down iron bars. Go ahead and make wooden bin. Just go ahead and make 70 of them. We're gonna need them for all the stuff that'll be going in down here. You are going to only ever take from here. You are only going to take from there. And you two are going to be open. So if anyone wants to smelt like hematite or magnetite, they can do it there. That works. Very nice. Okay. Time to mess with the candy. I think that will be maybe not next stream's goal. What I might do right now as like a last thing that we do today is we will send out our military to raise that. It's a fairly large encampment of goblins that we're at war with. Now, engrave. No, I need to do this directly from the thing here. Yeah. Oh. Apparently, no one needs it. Okay. In that case, I'm not going to argue. What I might do eventually, or maybe I'll do it after this floor is put in, is I might dig down to here. Well, no, I won't. What I was thinking is like I could have dug out a lot more space, because right now the only space we have to actually use magma forging is like this little strip here. Maybe in the future I'll think about it, but right now it's more than good enough. We've got more than enough space, really. What we're going to do now is we're going to keep digging stuff out. We're going to get stuff ready to go. And we shall see what comes of it. Because I kind of want to like do a little bit of fighting on the surface before we go out and do that sort of stuff, really. I want to see if we can... I want to see if it would be possible if we could wipe out this... like, this civilization and have us go back to peace. Also, hang on, are these humans down here? Oh, there are humans down here. Can't believe I didn't notice that this whole time, but there's a single, like, there's a single human castle over in this corner. So we do actually have some humans we can trade with. That's cool. So we're going to send them out to do that, to do the patent pending chiller method of demanding surrender. Very nice. So our essential goal right now is to just wait until is to just wait until the... what's it called? Oh, my brain. Wait until the squads come back. They've been missing for a week, huh? So they must have gotten caught by the magma. So it's very unfortunate. So can I now engrave a stone for them? Yes. So we actually need 3 of them. So there's nothing on that one. That's fine. Oop. That means now we can put our slabs into where they should go. There's 1, 2, 3 slabs there. Perfect. Oh, that's right. This needs to be a linked stockpile thing. Just get rid of it. Doesn't matter, really. Forgot about that as a thing. Now we want to put those slabs in. Have our dwarves returned yet? No, they're still gone. To be fair, that's quite a that's a what, a couple days distance. It's 3 days travel, yeah. 3 days there, 3 days back. So it makes perfect sense. Wait, that's in the wrong place. It should be there. I'll be putting a what's it called? A smoothing order in here and a construction order for a wall there, so here's our Hall of Heroes. Alright, we got 9 of them down there. That's alright, they can't get to us. Nice, that there's 19 of them. They're fighting some hungry heads right now. It's a good thing they can't get to us because all of our military dwarves are currently out doing things, aside from our militia. We're currently down about 40 dwarves right now. kids. And there's no one around there. Yes. Okay. Guess I'll have to wait a little bit longer. Oh, that's been built. Cool. And so is that. Okay, so we are going to just add in that. Because otherwise it would drive me mad. Nothing else there of note. That's fair. I just feel it's not finished filling up yet, so it's almost there though. I guess, you know, I can just sort of ignore a lot of things here because it's not really that big of a deal. Dig warm. And I can just dig out like that, I guess, and that will give us a lot more area to put more furnaces and forges and stuff. Blow cutter. Oh, here we go. People have returned. So now if I go into here, reports. Oh, that was you. That was the guy who went down to talk to those guys. That's fine. That's one of our things done now. Oh, it's in a fight with the blind cave ogre. It's not having a great time. In fact, it's having a fairly bad time. Heavily bleeding. It's about to die. In fact, it's not dead yet. It's kind of impressive, actually. It's faint. It's pale. It's going to die in a second now. It's exhausted. There we go. You did, however, kill one of them. Oh, look, our guys are back. Now we can check out this report. So the spoils report, we got a sandstone cabinet, dingo leather backpack, pigtail trousers, wolf leather baru, wild boar leather bag, copper chain leggings, a large rat leather cloak, copper toy axe, kakapo leather quiver, turkey leather bag, green glass gustat, green rat, giant rat leather low boot, giant copper axe blade, 2 linen socks, 1 snail shell baru melody pipe, 1 lead throne, 1 copper pick, 1 elamite earring, 1 wolf leather bag, 1 garlac leather low boot, 1 spiked silver ball, 1 cotton trousers, and 25 silver arrows. And what did we grab here? Looks like it was a pretty successful fight. Let's let this go so that way we can read it. Here we go. So, in the late autumn of 58, the stoked Quakes attacked the dishonest vice of the Dripped Deceiver at Find Devil. The Dwarf, as was mirror-laboured, led the attack. The defenders were led by the Goblin up by Socket Simple. In the late autumn of 58, the Dwarf, mirror-laboured, outmatched the Goblin. Good. Attackers with a strong positional advantage. The hoary Mormont woman, esteem mate, attacked the Dwarf. She was struck down by Mirror Labored. And Helm's Watch killed a goblin. Dance Staff killed a goblin. Sokka Simple was killed by Mine Ruled. And the Mormont woman was struck down by Pack Sealing. Looted treasure, ran rampant. Another goblin was killed. And then we destroyed it. Very good. So now there's these two over here, one with 10 and 30, and then there's these two here with 60 and 30. So overall, went fairly well, it looks like. Good stuff. Good stuff. Alright. It is 7 o'clock. We're not going to do another ad break because I'm actually finishing up for the day right now. Let's see who's live. Let's see who's live. Oh, Smitchell's live. That's perfect. We can raid Smitchell. Smitchell is going to be taking part in the weekend Dwarf Fortress charity event, Hot Potato. So we are going to raid over to them. They are currently playing Minecraft, which is, you know, not really what Dwarf Fortress is, but hey, it's no worries. We'll save the game. I don't know if I'll be back tomorrow. We'll see. I am kind of still flying by the seat of my pants, but I would like to thank everyone who showed up, including Chiller, Chiller, and who else has been here? Let's scroll back up. Big haul, indeed. So including Chiller and Chiller, you sent a lot of messages in this chat. You're the only one I can see right now. You sent over 250 messages in my chat already. Wow, well done. Congratulations. We had Red Moogle here earlier. We had the Frumt, I believe was her name, who was sitting in earlier. They had something they had to do. Appreciate you joining the stream. And of course, everyone who is lurking, you're the lifeblood of Twitch. I appreciate you being here for my first ever stream as an affiliate. It's much appreciated. And we are going to raid the Smitchell. Everyone be nice. Say hello. Enjoy the stream. Obviously enough. They're playing Minecraft. So we're just going to go over, say hello. I have to raid and run. So I'm going to raid right now.